What's going on, guys? In this video, I'll show you how to customize movement, glitch up, and study your chord progressions using FlowMotion's Snapshot sequencer. We're gonna go from this to this. And I'm also gonna leave a link for you to download this preset, so let's dig right in. I'm starting off with a nice basic supersaw, 2 sawtooth oscillators, same octave, 1 pan left, 1 right. Now I slightly detuned oscillator 2 over here to thicken it up. I got a sub-layer here on oscillator 3 with a triangle waveform on a lower octave. And then I added a subtle noise layer on oscillator 4. All right, now I want to cut off the end tail of that sound. Let's go over and bring the release down all the way. And let's adjust the attack to make it breathe in a little bit. All right, to widen it out just a bit more, let's take the unison to 2 voices. And then we'll add just a touch of detune. All right, now we're gonna use this as the first step of our snapshot sequence. Let's open it back up. Now you have 16 steps, and you can basically design an exclusive patch or snapshot for every step. Now let me show you how to build a nice sequence step by step. First, I'm gonna reset these step numbers. All right, we already have the first step. What you can do is hit copy, then paste all, and we've just copied the settings from step 1 across all 16 steps. Let's take it back down to 2. Now on step 2, we want to do something different. Let's create a gated panning effect. Take mod A, this red one here, change it to LFO, and select the ramp shape. All right, now this plus symbol here is the polarity. We're gonna keep this on unipolar, and to sync the LFO rate to the BPM of your session, just hit this note button right here. Now you can either drag mod A to each of the oscillator pan controls, like that, or you can just right-click and pull it up. Now on oscillators 1 and 2, we're just gonna invert the mods on the pan all the way like that. We can leave oscillators 3 and 4 as they are. And then let's head over to the amplitude. We're gonna stick the same ramp LFO on the amplitude gain. Let's leave the gain as it is on 100. And let's bring our mod down to minus 85. And now we get a nice gating pan effect. Check it out. Let's bring the speed of mod A's LFO rate to an 1/8 triplet. I'm gonna give it that swing along with the beat. Now let's put a filter on step 2 to give it more of a contrast from step 1. On the motion page, turn on the filter. Let's bring the cutoff to about 50, and let's adjust the resonance to about 80. All right, now let's hear these two together. Hit that play button on the sequencer, and let's check out what we got. All right, now we can even change the rate of the entire snapshot sequencer. Let's put it back to 1/4. And you can also set the snapshot sequencer to trigger from key, BPM, or host. I have it on host so that it follows the transport in my DAW session. All right, let's move on to step 3. Let's dirty it, glitch it up a bit. First, I'm gonna add a little bit depth reduction with the crusher. Not too much. All right, now back on oscillator 2, we're gonna multiply the oscillator's frequency by turning up the ratio. Let's bring it up to 2, and on oscillator 3, I'm gonna take it up to 12. All right, now let's grab a square LFO. I'm just gonna use mod C, this green one. Now the square LFO is gonna generate that sort of up-down variation and give it a choppy chip type effect. So let's put this mod in between oscillator 1 and 2 on the signal path. All right, now dial up the modulation depth on oscillator 3. And now bring up the LFO modulation. All right, now check it out. Now we can give it more of a glitch effect on the amplitude. Just drag over the same LFO, bring down the gain, bring up the modulation all the way. Let's sync the LFO rate to an 1/8, and let's hear that back. All right, let's move on to step 4. We're gonna just copy the settings from step 2, and we can just variate from that. So just click on step 2, hit copy, then click on step 4 and hit paste. All right, now let's open up the filter just a little bit. And then let's just switch up the rhythm. Let's change the rate on the ramp LFO from an 1/8 triplet to a 16th triplet. And then let's go a little more extreme with the amplitude LFO. Let's take the mod all the way down to minus 100. And it's really as simple as that to build a snapshot sequence, but let's keep going. Let's extend this out to 8 steps. On step 5, let's go with 1. Next, let's go with 2. On step 7, I'm just gonna copy step 3. And then let's change the rhythm of that square LFO from an 8th to a 16th triplet. All right, for step 8, let me show you another feature with Flow Motion. You can add any individual preset to any step. Up on the toolbar, click on this part right here, and you got an A and B section. In this B section, you can audition sounds, and whatever you do in this B setup won't affect the A setup. So just open up the menu. Now you can choose whatever you want. I'm just gonna go with a simple brass preset. All you need to do is just copy, click back on that upper box, and paste the preset onto any step in the A section. We're just gonna give step 8 a little stuttering effect. Let's grab mod D, this blue one, keep the LFO on triangle. We're gonna sync it up and set the rate to an 1/8. Turn the polarity to unipolar. And now let's stick that on the amplitude. Let's bring the gain all the way down. And we'll just take the mod almost all the way up. Like that, I'm at about 85, and we get that nice pulsing effect. All right, now let's hear the whole snapshot sequence back with the beat. But before I play it back, another thing I want to show you with the snapshot sequencer is you can record any movements you make with mods, effects, filters, pitch, whatever, and it will lock onto what you do on each pass and play it back. Just for an example, let's tweak a few effects in real time. First, we're gonna hit this record button, make sure it's red. All right, now let's play it back while we adjust the effects. All right, now I'm gonna play it back, and you'll see it captured the adjustments I made with the flanger chorus and reverb on each step. Check it out. There you go, a super easy way to add movement, gated effects, stutters, and glitches to your chord progressions using Flow Motion's Snapshot sequencer. Now don't forget to check the description below. I left you with a link for this preset. If there's a sound you're looking to create with Flow Motion, hit us up in the comments below, and make sure you hit that subscribe button for the latest tips, tricks, and more from Waves Audio. And until next time, guys, thank you for watching.